still okay, because all this learning is for you and also for me, because the moment I explain to you, I also remember the basic Buddhism. I will forget some of the important points. Okay, previously we talking about things about Buddhist symbol. So I was thinking that instead of using the wheel, because at Patana we cannot really use the word wheel or spot, so maybe you can use the word circle with 24 parts Patana. All right. And then some of the things I check normally for internet, I think you see this symbol before, right? The dependent origination, Paticca Samuppada. This is the Noble Eightfold Path. And then this one, I think last time I did one lesson on the dependent origination is in the YouTube channel, which I explained very detailed about the connection here. All right. So if you're interested, you better watch the YouTube about this one, because I explained all the in detail all the. I think Brother Cole is there also. Brother Cole, yeah. And then this is the one. I think you're not sure whether you're familiar or not. If you go to Tibetan temple, you will see all this. They call it the wheel of life. Because last time when I was in Nepal, I was staying in one Tibetan temple. So I find that they are very colorful. They have all sorts of things. This kind of painting, it shows that the Mara, this is the one they say the Mara. He hold the wheel of life, and there are some beings different stages of life. Okay, so this also we call it the Bhavacakka, wheel of life in the Tibetan arts. And this is the Patana, right? Okay, right. So we already go through the dependent origination, and today we will go through the Pali and also go through the English also, all right? Since this is not the Pali course, but just get to know why it translates in this way, all right? Okay. So we already say the place Varanasi, Isipatani, Megadaye. Then the two extreme, Kama, Sukha, Lika, Nu Yogo. Nu Yogo is kind of practice here, right? To Kama, Sukha. And then Atakilamata on the practice to the self-torture. And avoiding this, all right, we call it ante. These two parts are not approaching these two. And why the Buddha call it Majjhima Patipata? Because it's a middle path that avoiding the two ends. Then it lead to many factors like Chakunyana, eye to wisdom, and enlightenment to Nibbana. Right? Then you talk about this Majjhima Patipata is the Noble Eightfold Path. Then there will be Samadhi, Sama Sankappa, Sama Vacha, Sama Kamando, Sama Ajivo, Sama Vayama, Sama Sati, Sama Samadhi. Right? So this is very important for this. Okay. So let me go to the part here. Okay. Now, so I'm going to copy and paste whatever important point here. Okay, so we finish here, right? So now we're talking about the few terms that anybody that need to learn. Right? The first one is the middle path. Sometimes they call it middle way, right? So the one Majjhima Patipata. And then inside the middle way is this is same with the Noble Eightfold Path. The middle way is because avoiding the two extreme. Right. So this one we already said. The two extreme is one is a self mortification. Another one is oh no. This second. The first one is an indulgence. Self-indulgence. Right. Now, about this middle path, right? Noble Eightfold Path. Now, in the Pali, ayamewa ariyo autentico mego seatidam samaditi, sama sangkapo, sama vacha, sama kamanto, sama ajiwo, sama vayamo, sama sati, and sama samadhi. Okay, now, first we know the Pali, and then we have to see, because there are different way of translate Samadhi. All right. For example, what is the normal translation that you has come across? Right what? Right view? What is other translation?
Perfect view.
Perfect view. Okay. Right view, perfect view. Okay, beside the view.
Understanding.
Okay, understanding. Any more? Any more?
Not use complete.
Complete. Okay. All right. So normally I think it will be either right, right
Perfect.
view, right, perfect. I think maybe not
Many
seldom here.
common. Yeah.
Not common. Right is more common. Okay. Right
Yeah.
view and understanding. Between the view and understanding, so which one is better?
I think view is better
View better. Okay.
because of ditti.
Okay. Oh yeah, view will be nearer to DT because the root this is the
This
to see. Okay, to see. Right. So right view is nearer to the Pali. Okay, understanding is, but sometimes the thing is our understanding, because sometimes understanding also means like wisdom. Like sometimes they say understanding is to do like wisdom also, so maybe this not good. So I think nowadays right view is better translation. Right. So this one would be right. How to translate? Thought. So the last time people translate is what? Do you remember? Anybody?
Intention.
Intention. All right, intention. So which one is better? Okay, but the intention, sometimes the word intention also link with the karma, right? Intention to do something, intention to do that. So intention is not good. So right thought is better, because after you have the right view, right view, what is okay? Now think about that. What is right view? Right, for few things on right view on nibbana, right view on jhana, right view on vipassana. Okay, right view on the impermanent, anicca, dukkha, anatta. All these are right view. So after your right view, then you start to think in the right way, right? Right view and right thought. So these two are linked together. So these two are under which group? So we put the, okay.
The Panya group.
Yeah, wisdom group, okay? So they are in the, okay. Better put down. Okay. Okay, so these two are under the, so you had three groups. The first one is the Panya. Okay, they call it the wisdom group. Okay, then you have the Samavacha, Kamanta, Samajiva. So all these are with the nominative, but in Pali you don't need, now in this one you don't need the nominative, you just take out the A, right? Samavacha. So how you translate Samavacha? Right? What? Speech?
Speech.
Then right?
Action.
Action. Right?
Livelihood.
Livelihood. Okay. So this is under the which group? Which
Sila.
group? Yes,
Sila.
Sila. Okay, morality. Okay, beside the morality, what is another word, English word?
Virtue.
Virtue. Okay. Right. So after that, you have the Vayama, Sati, Samadhi. Okay, so these three are under Vayama.
Samadhi.
Vayama is?
Right effort.
Okay, right effort. Okay, Another word beside the effort.
Energy.
Energy, okay. Energy is also can, right? Sati is right, mindfulness, okay.
Yeah.
Samadhi is
Right.
right,
Concentration.
concentration, all right. Okay, last time beside the word samadhi, beside the concentration, what is the other possible word? I mean, sometimes maybe not here, but we have another one, tranquility, right? Sometimes they use the word. Sometimes they say samatha, or maybe you use the word samatha is tranquility meditation. Vipassana is insight meditation. Okay, but here I think that is for samatha. Okay, here samadhi we just translate as a right concentration is okay. So this under which group?
Samadhi.
Samadhi group. Okay, samadhi group. So concentration group. So in the Noble Eightfold Path, we can divide into the three groups: Sila, Samadhi, Panya. Okay. So this one. So you have the Sila, the right method according to what? Sila, Samadhi, Panya. Okay, everybody you know. So when you go, anybody go for the meditation, so first one you need to take what? 8 precepts. All right. So any yogi will need to take 8 precepts to purify this Sila. Then they start to practice meditation. They contemplate. They start to meditate on any object. So after their meditation becomes successful, right, or quite successful, then they can get some wisdom, right? So according to this one, Sila, Samadhi, Panya, right? Sila, meditation, take precept. Samadhi, then you need to, when meditation, you need to what? Calm the mind. So you need to reduce the hindrances. That's the first thing that you need to do. Any meditation center you go, you must make your mind calm, make your mind. At first is you need to reduce the hindrances. After the hindrances is no more, then your mind can calm down, all right? So reduce hindrances lead to the calm, the mind is calm down. Now the question is, according to the formula, is Sila, Samadhi, Panya. Sila, Samadhi, Panya, all right? But normally, when we do the practice, according to this theory, is Panya, Sila, Samadhi, all right? This we call it, this is the practice. So the above is theory, right? Theory is this Panya first. Okay, so just put the Panya first. So of course, this kind of thing will not ask in the exam, but it's good for them, the young people who just started to learn basic Buddhism, to learn solid. Okay, now you can see Panya, Sila, Samadhi. Okay, and then practice is Sila, Samadhi, Panya. So it's good to think about that. What's the difference between this theory and practice?
So theory stress on the loop lah. It's all interrelated lah. You look back to the Panya, Samadhi to look back Panya.
Samadhi, look back to
will reinforce
Panya.
the Panya will reinforce Samadhi. They all look back on each other.
Yeah, look back. But why is it need to start with Panya? That's the question. You know, if let's say if somebody not meditate and start to learn Buddhism, how do they get right view, right thought in the first place, right?
Because right view is under Panya, you need the right view. Right view is very important. But practice, you need the Sila. You have to do the Sila so that you will know what are the precepts. Then you don't feel remorseful during meditation.
Okay, all right. So look at this Panya and this Panya. Are they same?
Yes.
The theory Panya, are you sure? The starting of Panya and ending of Panya, are they same?
Oh, different. Because this one is attainment. Panya.
Yeah, right.
You got the insight.
Right, yes.
Yes.
So in terms of this one, in terms of theory, this one we call it the Loki Panya or worldly knowledge. Worldly knowledge. Yeah. And then this one, the one you get, what we call it real knowledge, real knowledge or real wisdom, right? So this one. But actually, when you start anything, you still need the wisdom, then you go for real panya, right? Then after that, you still go back like Brother Ong said. You need something, but at the beginning, then after that, it will be real one. But this is the worldly knowledge. That's why everybody get the worldly knowledge by what? By listening to
learning.
Dhamma talk, right? If you never listen to Dhamma talk, how do you know there's anicca, dukkha, anatta, right? Okay. So worldly knowledge is very important. That's why even in meditation center, they give Dhamma talk, In meditation center, the yogi acquires worldly knowledge by, maybe instead of worldly, maybe use the word mundane. Mundane knowledge by listening to Dhamma talk to get right view, right? So later, after practice, they can acquire real knowledge, right? Or real wisdom. Okay, so that's why in the theory and practice is very different, That's why last time I also think about that. I think a lot of people also think about this question. Why don't you move this panya? You see, why don't you just move this panya? They say according to we can move it to here, right? So instead of we can just delete here. We just go about sila samadhi panya, right? You also can. But this is according to practice. But according to theory, the wisdom is at the beginning, the wisdom group. But actually, sometimes maybe at this point, we don't call it wisdom group. We should call it what? Knowledge group. Because panya, the word panya actually has two meanings, all right? Not just the wisdom. It also talking about it can be just a knowledge, wisdom or knowledge. There's another word beside panya. It's a jnana. Right? Jnana. Jnana, panya also quite same. Okay. Panya. And then you call it knowledge, possess knowledge. Okay. Reason, insight, recognition. Okay. There are many things. Wisdom, knowledge.
Saji, is there such thing as wrong wisdom?
Yes. Wrong view,
yeah. Wrong. If you got the samadhi, do you got the micha
ditti?
Not really, but I think the word, like for example,
View, not the wrong knowledge, view.
Yes. For example, they say this kind of thing. Up to this thing, you got samadhi, you got micha ditti, right? If you got right view, so you got, okay, let's see. Let me add another column, all right? Another column on the right. So according to wrong view, you got the micha ditti. Yeah, you got the wrong view. Micha with the A or not A? Yeah? Micha or micha?
With A, correct. Micha. Long A.
Okay, micha. Sometimes the Burmese, they will know better because Burmese, they are writing always with the long A short A. Okay, so you got the micha ditti, wrong view. You also got the micha sangkapo, is possible. Wrong thought.
Yes.
Okay. Do you got micha
vacha? Correct. Got.
Yes, you can got right. So
micha kamanta.
Okay, so you got
jiva.
micha vacha. Yeah.
Vacha long A.
Yeah, but sometimes we don't. So
micha kamanta. Micha ajiva.
Okay. Okay, now we can also got wrong effort. Micha vayama. Do you have micha sati?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Micha, sure or not?
Yes. Yes, all these are Micha one.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Yeah.
wrong.
Some say yes, some say no.
Yes.
No, some book, some of the venerable, they say no. You cannot have micha sati because sati is mindfulness. How can mindfulness be wrong mindfulness?
Wrong. That means forgetfulness.
Forgetfulness is not mindfulness.
It's
No,
opposite.
No,
it's a wrong object. So it
right.
can be a wrong object.
Okay, about this micha sati,
Yeah.
there are two viewpoints here. Okay, this
Yeah,
is
it's
called
wrong.
you call it wrong mindfulness. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there are two viewpoints. The first
Yeah.
one say some say not possible for mindfulness to be linked with unwholesome. Let's say unwholesome thing, like unwholesome element. Okay, but some say it is possible.
Yeah. Yes.
When one has wrong object. Okay, for example, they say the one they give the example is like a fisherman fishing for the fish. Okay, so the mind has mindfulness on fishing, so the object itself is not good, unwholesome, right? So it's a wrong object. Okay, so it's something to discuss here. But in Abhidhamma, I think it's not possible according to Abhidhamma, because if you have mindfulness at that time, the mind cannot be unwholesome. Okay, so this is just a question, but other is possible. Okay.
Study, I have a question. The worldly one, just now you mentioned the mundane one. I thought for mundane, normally we start with Dana, Sila, Bhavana. Then the
Okay.
super mundane will be the Panya, Sila,
Okay.
Samadhi.
All right. The practice can be Sila, Samadhi, Panya, but there's another practice you start with Dana, right? Dana.
Yes.
Dana, because for people, Dana is easier. Give 5 ringgit or 1 ringgit is easier than observe the precept. So Dana, Sila, Samadhi, Panya, Panya. Or sometimes you need to have a basic practice will be beside Dana, Sada, no? Faith. Also Chaga. Yeah, Dana and Chaga is same. Okay, Chana is letting go. Like some people can just become they can just offer things. They don't even need to be a Buddhist, right? The generosity. Right? So all these are basic practice. So after that, go for the Sila Samadhi Panya. Okay. So now, according to this one, but many things we still need to remember the sequence will be Sama Ditti, Sama Sankappa, Sama Vacha, Sama Kamanta, Sama Ajiva. Okay, we can put the double A, long A. Sama Vayama, Sama Sati, Sama Samadhi. Okay, so this basic, I think this will be in any of the basic Buddhism class, they will ask this kind of question because these are very basic that anybody should know up to this point. Okay, now we go back to the Pali text just now, right? Okay, this one. Majjhima Patipata. Okay, now the Buddha say, Idam pe kona bhikkhave dukkham arya sacham. Dukkha is a suffering, arya and noble. Sacha is truth. Jatipi dukkha, jarapi dukkha, vyadipi dukkho, marantampi dukkha, apyehi sampayoga dukkho, pehi vipayoga dukkho, yampichana lapati tam dukkham, sankitena. In brief, pancha upadana khanda, 5 clinging of aggregates, right? So we look at the English translation. Okay. 1, birth. 2, aging. 3, illness. 4, death. 5, union. What is that? This separation. 6, 7. So here is only mentioned about 7. Then it say in brief, the 5 aggregates of clinging. We call it this one 5 aggregates. Subject to clinging. Okay, 5 aggregates. Subject to clinging also. Okay. Pancha upadana. But beside this, we also got how many? Sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, despair. So plus 5. So totally should be normally 12, right? 12 types of suffering. So birth, we know. When found the person, the moment they birth is a suffering. Of course, you talk about this, I think all the non-Buddhists, even the Buddhists, they will not understand this because they don't see birth. Because when baby is born, everybody is laughing, right? When baby is born, nobody going to be very sad. Baby is born is a good news. But aging, everybody will see it. Illness, and then like cancer or diabetes or high blood pressure or any kind of suffering, people know. Death, yeah, separated, the person passed away. Then union or something is quite association, right? Associating what is displacing. Separation from what is pleasing means that you associate with the person or things that you don't like and separate from the things that you like or person you like, and not getting what wants is suffering, right? So in brief, this is important. 5 aggregates subject to clinging and suffering. Okay, so this is the first noble truth. Then the second noble truth, right? So we look at the Pali. How come there's a low red color? Okay. Idam kopana bhikkhave dukkha samudayam, right? This is a samudaya means origin or suffering. Yayan tanha, craving. Ponobhavika, nandi raga sahagata. Tatra tatra nandine siyatitama kama tanha bhavatana vibhavatana. Tanha is craving, but this craving is talking about leads to the future life, right? Bhava is life, okay? Bhava is life, so leads to future life. Connected with raga, nandi. Nandi is a happiness, delight. And then abhinandi is a delight in tatra, here and there. Here and there means this life and that life. So you have 3, karma, bhava, and dhamma. Okay, so we look at the English. Okay, this craving is talking about this craving might lead to the renewed existence. Means that it causes the future rebirth, accompanied by delight and lust. Seeking delight here and there. Here and there means the tatra just now. We talk about anywhere, this life, that life, or any moment. Then this one, karma, tanha, yeah, tanha, sensual pleasure, craving for assistance, craving for this one, extermination. All right. So this one we know. All right, we can see ourselves. You want this, you want that. Sensual desire means that 5 sense objects. Okay, craving for assistance. Sometimes they say this one they have 2 explanations. One is direct translation like this, like just on karma, bhava. Okay, this one is a what vibhava, karma vibhava, sorry, bhava
tanha.
Okay, vibhava. Okay, some is like direct translation, craving for assistance. Another translation is a craving associate with the wrong view of existence. It's not just craving, it has the wrong view that the life continue forever, or what? Eternalism. Eternalism, yeah. So the other one is craving with the associate with the wrong view of annihilation. Right? Yeah, means that after you pass away, yeah, there's no more. Okay, so I think in this life, most people have which kind of craving? Number 1, yes. How about number 2? They want to live forever. Yes. How about number 3?
No, don't want.
Yeah, because some believe why life is so sorry. Not to worry, because there are no more next life. Okay, they believe that after this life finish, So there is no more future. Okay. So after they pass away, everything finished. So this is a kind of like wrong view also. Right. So up to this part, any question? We continue, right?
Saji, you can ask a bit of Pali.
Pali class. Yeah, I think most of you are Pali student, right? Okay, no problem. So all the
Okay.
non-Pali students run away already. Okay. Yes.
No, actually, you see, it is, we know that Atra is here, Tatra is there, but here you use Tatra. Why not Atra, Tatra?
Huh? Why not Atra, Tatra?
Because the translation is here and there. Atra
Oh, yeah,
is
yeah.
here, Tatra is
Right.
there. But
Oh,
say
you're
Tatra,
talking about
Tatra.
why no there and there, right?
Yeah.
But if you're going to translate the English word, okay.
Or they should have changed the Pali word lah. Atra, Tatra.
No, the Pali word is fine. Now let's look at it. Okay, now if you are going to this one, this is the Pali, this is the English.
Here and there.
Okay, yeah. So if you're going to translate there and there, if you translate in this way, what's the meaning of there and there in English?
Yeah, sounds funny lah actually.
Okay, now if you translate here and there, okay, now here and there, what's the meaning? Here and there.
Here and there, and
it's like
everywhere
lah.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Where is this everywhere?
Delight. Sitting
Where?
delight.
I mean, where is this place?
All life lah.
Yeah.
All life and
Yeah.
okay, right?
And
Now you can
every
see
place.
already. The answer already mentioned. Craving for the sensual pleasure, for the existence, for extermination means everywhere, seeking for everywhere, all the object, right? Everywhere, all objects, right? Because that's why that's why they say the word nama, the word nama means the mind, right? But the root is nam. Nam is to bend. Because the mind bends to any object, right? Any object it desire. So the mind seeking delight everywhere in all the object, okay? In every way, in all the day. That's why we here and there. It means that it's very general, in a sense of very general. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, but the main thing is this craving is the one lead to renewed existence, pona bhavika. Seek delight here and there, everywhere, right? So and this craving with this one, okay, craving. This is a very nice Pali word. Yeah, you also can learn from the. Sometimes when I teach Pali, I like to learn from the Sanskrit. When you look at Sanskrit, you're so amazed. It looks exactly like English words.
Trsna.
Yeah.
Thirst.
Trashna. Yeah, it sounds like thirst.
Yeah,
right?
thirst.
Trashna. Sorry, thirst means thirst means the thirst, we call it thirst for desire or thirst for objects or thirst for whatever. Means thirsty lah. When the mind is having craving, it's like the mind is not peaceful. The mind is like craving for this. You thirsty, keep on wanting some more. Right? Okay, so this is the normal one. Sensual pleasure means we call it 5 sense object.
6.
6, yeah, equaling the mind, but the 6 sense objects. Okay, yeah. Normally, we're talking about 5, including we are talking about the
5
sound,
physical,
smell,
1 mental.
taste, and tangible, right?
Yeah.
But 5 sense object is more possible because that's the place. But after you get the 5 sense object, then the mind think about that. Then it comes to the mind level. But the one we have is a physical object. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Physical. I think Sumita, she learned Abhidhamma before, right?
Little bit from you, but Strategy.
But I
Part
teach
one.
only how many? I think 1 week or 2 weeks. 1 week.
1 week. Only the part one only.
Yeah, fine. There's always no opportunity to continue because all the Buddhist center is always so busy with so many ceremony. So that's why online teaching is good for me. Okay, now you craving, sensual desire, sensual pleasure, existence and extermination. All right, now, okay, clear? All right, okay. Now, okay, let's go to the Pali. Because when we learn from Pali is clearer rather than we start at the English. Because there are always different translation for one. Oh, now this is easy. Idang ko pana bikawe dukkha nirodham arya satyam yotasa yewa tanhaya asesa viraga nirodo chago patinisago muti analayo. Where the main thing is, that is a feminine tasa. The craving, asesa without remaining, okay, viraga, cessation without remainder of the craving. Okay. And now this one. Noble truth of cessation, all right, nirodha. There is a way where this one important. Remainderless means that fading away, craving totally fade away, no more. Asesa. The Pali word is asesa. Same craving, that same craving, the craving we mentioned just now, the giving out, relinquishment of that craving, freedom for it, no reliance on it. Nibbana, I think I mentioned to you, Nibbana means nirvana, right? Nowadays in Malaysia, where can you find Nirvana? Do you know? You know this Nirvana? Where can you find this word Nirvana in Malaysia? When I was traveling in Malaysia, I always see this Nirvana.
Memorial Park.
The park lah.
The memorial park.
Graveyard.
So what is
Resting,
what was the resting?
Memorial Park.
For who
Resting.
to rest?
Resting place.
Okay.
Funeral
Memorial
parlor.
Yeah. So when they pass away, they already enter Nirvana, right? So they don't need to practice meditation, right?
Only when you have money lah.
You need money, right? Yeah, to buy one piece of land is quite expensive. How much is the price now? Don't know.
Don't know. Tens of thousands.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So burn is cheaper, right? Yeah.
Okay, cremation also cost
Nibbana,
money.
Nibbana.
Cost money, Akagi.
Huh?
Cremation also cost money because you need the columbarium.
Mm-hmm.
Have to book one, costly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So better just throw inside the sea, solve the problem.
Yeah, sea.
Okay.
Sea is the best.
I plan when I pass away, I have so many mango tree here. So I asked them to bury me. After bury me under one of my mango tree. So I become the fertilizer for my own mango tree. It's a nice thought also. Okay, nirvana, non-craving. Niva, okay, to blow out. Okay. Now, so it's easy. We are talking about nibbana means non-craving. And what kind of non-craving? It's already mentioned about the craving here. Craving for sensual pleasure. And to get the craving out of this, even like bhava vipassana, it totally means that totally out of 31 plans. Because there are no more rebirth. Okay. So this kind of attenuation means that craving for how you say, to live forever. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is also a wrong view. So totally nirvana means totally out of these 31 plans, totally no craving for any way. Okay, now continue the Noble Eightfold Path. I think this one easy. We already mentioned just now. Now you can see idang ko pana bhikkhave dukkha nirodha. Okay, nirodha refer to dukkha nirodha refer to the above one, the cessation of suffering nirodha. Gamini is leading. Patipada path. Arya Satyam Ayamewa. Ewa is kind of like indeed. Indeed, this is the path because this path is already mentioned in the first paragraph. first portion. Arya Mego, no, Sayatidam. Now you can see the English, the word pe. All right, pe means dot dot dot. Okay, peala.
Piala.
Peala means it is not mentioned because for this part we have to go this one. All right, you already ayamewa, you know, same thing. This one. Okay, ayamewa. But why they don't mention? It's only few lines here. So this is called the Dukkha Nirodha, Gamini, Patipata, Arya Satyam. Okay. So the way, all right, Patipata. Sometimes they translate the path, leading, Gamini. All right, very easy. You all can guess. What is the root of Gam?
To go.
Yeah, to go. Yeah, go to where? Okay, where they want to go? Go to Dukkha Nirodha. All right. Okay,
The
to
end
the
of
cessation
suffering.
of suffering. All right. Okay, so if we are talking about Dukkha Nirodha means the, all right, so there are a few translations here for this number 4. The first one is, we call it like exactly here, the way leading to cessation suffering. Then some, they say, there's one translation, another way is the way or path leading to the cessation of the origin of suffering. Okay, because the path, this path should not just lead to suffering. For the end of suffering, you must end of the origin of suffering, the cause of suffering. The cause of suffering means what? Craving, right? So you need to have the path leading to the cessation of this cause of suffering, which is the craving. Okay, so either cessation of suffering or cessation of the cause of suffering. That means there is this craving. Okay, right. Then after that, then it followed by, now we look at the English. Then after that, the Pali is actually quite nice to memorize because the English, if you notice that, it's like repeat. We have one, we call it 1A, 1B, 1C, okay, right? So this is the noble truth of suffering, plus bhikkhu, in regard to things unheard before. There arose in me vision, knowledge, wisdom, truth, knowledge, and light. Now, you can see this sentence and this sentence is exactly same. It's only this one.
Has been, yeah.
Is fully understood, has been fully understood, right? Okay, so is to be fully understood, has been fully understood. Of course, if we look at the English here, we are thinking what kind of English, right? So we look at the Pali, it might be more clearer.
Penetration.
Go
I think all this is the PP one, participal.
yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. Idam dukkam arya satyam ti me bhikkhave ube anasosesu dhamesu, things I not heard before, all right? Chakung udapadi, the eyes arose. Jnana udapadi, knowledge. Panya, the wisdom. Vijja, knowledge. Aloko, light. Udapadi, right? Now the body is idam dukkha. It just says this is the noble truth of suffering. But then after that, that noble truth, you see here idam and this one, that noble truth, tam, that noble truth, pariyan. Yeah. Here you notice this is a what kind of verb?
Optative.
Optative, all right. This is the second one. And then the one is parinyatam. So this is a
PP.
PP, all right. So it's a PP. So what's the difference between this one and this one?
has been understood. That one
This
is
one is a
should be.
should be understood.
Has been.
Has been.
Has been understood. This means that the Buddha tell you, this is a noble truth of suffering, dukkha. You should understand this one. You should understand the suffering, right? And here, because it's idam, he's talking about may, right? So it's talking about this is noble truth of suffering to him, and then this noble truth of suffering should be understood by him, may, right? He may by him, and he already understood the noble truth of suffering. So by this statement, the Buddha showed that he already penetrated the first noble truth, right? He tell himself the first that this is the truth, and then he should know this truth, and then he already understand this truth. Okay, so it's very simple. Should know has known. Should know has known. That's all. Right. So that's why the Pali repeat 3 times. We call it the. Later we will have this 12 formula, right? 4 noble truth times 3, you get 12. So
They call it,
ABC.
Yeah. They call it the levels of turning.
There are some. Yeah.
Vata,
Later you will mention. Okay. Later you will mention. Okay. Now, this noble truth of suffering. This is when Buddha say like this. It's like talking about. We call it the truth. You know, the truth is as it is. You know, the truth is. We are talking about the 4 noble truth. When we talk about noble truth, it's not something that never before. When the previous Buddha also knew about 4 noble truth, right? But this noble truth, after the Buddha, the Dhamma disappeared, then nobody heard about it. So the Buddha discovered the first noble truth at 80s, and he talking about he should know, okay? He should understand. He should understand this, and he has understood, right? So very simple statement. He know the truth at 80s. He should understand this, and then he has understand it. Okay, so this very simple statement. To be fully understood has been fully understood. About what? We regard to things unheard. So when we think about things unheard, this means that before that nobody know about it. Yeah, because only the Buddha appear in the world, then people heard about this kind of thing, the noble truth, and then the anicca dukkha anatta. Right? Okay, so you got one first noble truth divided into 3 parts. So part 1, part 2, part 3. All right. Now we look at the second noble truth. 2A, 2B, and 2C. This noble truth of this, the origin is also like same. You have the first statement. This is the noble truth of origin of suffering. Is to be abandoned. Has been abandoned. Right? So it's same thing. So he know that he need to abandon. So the Buddha he needs to abandon, and then
has abandoned.
He has abandoned about what? Having abandoning the craving, right? So the second noble truth is craving, right? So the Buddha know that he need to abandon the craving, and he has already abandoned the craving. Okay. So second, we look at the Pali again. Okay. So 2A, 2B, 2C. Itam dukkha samudayam arya satyam ti me bhikkhave ube anasaso dhamesu chakku udapadi jnana udapadi panya udapadi vicca udapadi aloko udapadi, right? Tam ko panina dukkha arya satyam pahataba, right? So we see the earlier one. This Aya. All right. Here is Tapa. Also same. This is not optative. So what is this one? It's not optative. Gerundive.
Oh yeah, FPP.
FPP. All right. So translate ought to be abandoned. So this one is Pahina. Pahina is a
Abandoned.
PP. Okay. So has been abandoned. So from this statement, the Buddha showed that this is a craving, and then the craving should be abandoned. The craving has been abandoned. All right. So two parts. Okay, let's look at the number 3. Number 3 is, so you have the 3A, 3B, 3C. All right. Okay. So what is 3A here? 3A is the third noble truth is about what?
Cessation.
Cessation of what?
Cessation of suffering.
So it is?
Nirodham.
What is cessation of suffering? Is this a? Okay. So the number 3 is, what is number 3?
Cessation.
Yeah, what is cessation of suffering is?
The abandoning of the craving.
Vijja.
Okay. So it's Nibbana.
Nibbana.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So Nibbana should be Tabba, all right? So like just now you have this one. Pahataba. Both is Pahataba. Here is a
Ought to be realized.
okay. So here it will be also ought to be realized. Okay. So the Nibbana ought to be realized. And then the Nibbana Sachikata is also past participle, has been realized. Okay. So this is the meaning of has been realized.
Yeah.
Okay. So here, that's why if you notice, everything is repeat 3 times. Okay. Now the third is third A, cessation of suffering. Third B, cessation of suffering is to be realized, right? Sachi Kataba, and then this one, Sachikata, all right, has been realized. Okay, so means this is talking about Nibbana. So Nibbana is to be realized, and Nibbana has been realized. So from here, the Buddha explained that he already know the third noble truth, right? So let's look at again. First noble truth. This is the noble truth of suffering. Is to be fully understood, has been fully understood. Then second, this is the noble truth of origin of suffering. Is to be abandoned, has been abandoned. This is the cessation of suffering. To be realized, has been realized. Okay, next one.
Number 4.
This is the truth 4A, 4B, 4C. This is the noble truth of way leading to cessation of suffering.
Magga.
To be developed. Has been
to be developed.
So you notice that everything will lead. The first statement, A is always talking about a statement. It is. Second one is something that you need to do. Third one is has been done, like has been developed, like having realized, having abandoned. Okay, so you notice that. So if you're talking about all this, then you notice that about Four Noble Truths, you have in 3 ways, okay, times 3 ways, okay, like above. So there will be 12 aspects. So the first way is the statement, the truth as it is, okay. Second one will be the function or action, yeah, to be done. The third one is already done.
kata.
Okay, kata, right? Yeah, kata or so it's things that you already done. So the statement will be, so there will be like just now the first one is to be what? To be understood, right? To be understood. First Noble Truth, to be understood. Second Noble Truth,
Abandon.
second is to be abandoned. Third Noble Truth, to be realized. And then last one is to be
developed.
Yeah. Okay. So this one also same. So this one will be has been understood. Okay. Has been abandoned. Has been realized. Has been developed. Okay. So that's why when you read the statement you were talking about the English, I think you always read in the this one, you already got this one. So long because as my knowledge and vision of these Four Noble Truths as they really are in their 3 phases and 12 aspects. Okay.
Not
so,
okay.
This one three phases. Should be this one refer to this 3 phases. 12 aspects. You get 12 aspects because Four Noble Truths times 3, you got 12, right? Was not thoroughly purified in this way. I do not claim to be awakened to the unsurpassed perfect enlightenment in this world, which is Devas, Mara, Brahma. Remember we saw this in our Pali, which sutta?
Alaka.
Alavaka, yeah. This Brahma, in this generation with ascetic and Brahmin with Devas. Maybe this Deva I already explained, maybe refer to the kings, you know, the kings and human, you know. This one statement is very long in Pali or English also very long. Then the sentence actually repeat. But when my knowledge and vision of the Four Noble Truths as they really are is same like above. Here are thoroughly purified. Here is different. Is here thoroughly purified. Here are not. The difference is this statement was not. Here is was. In this way. Here is I did not cram. If the verb is different. Here is I crammed. Past tense.
Awaken.
Yeah. Okay. Same. Okay. The rest are I crammed to have awakened. All right. So the Pali was not thoroughly purified, so he did not cram. So was thoroughly purified, he crammed. That's all. Then the rest are same. Then you have these 2. Okay, we look at the Pali. The Pali is actually interesting to recite. But it's a very long Pali. Okay, last time I remember this sutta, but I think now also to memorize had to repeat memorizing. Yeah, in Myanmar a lot of people can memorize this sutta, you know, it's long. I mean, if you have really want to perfect your parami, you can recite this sutta by heart. But have you tried memorize? Never. Yeah, okay. Yawakinwancha me bikawe ime so chata so arya chate so ewa ti parivatam. This one, the 3 phases and 12 aspects, no? This one. Yada Buddham, as it is, Jnana Dasanam, knowledge and vision, not suvisam hosi. This is the verbs here.
Not purified.
Not purified. Not thoroughly. Su is a thoroughly purified.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is a Neva Tawaham, I will not Sa devake loke malake samarake sabramake sasamana brahmaniya pajaya sa deva manusaya anuttarang sama sambuddhi api sambudoti pajanya sim. You will not cram. This is also another verb. Now you repeat yatocha ko me bikawe. You notice the Pali also imesu chatosu arya chesesu evam di pariwatan dwadasa karang yada buddha jnana dasana subisuddha ahosi. Okay. The difference is here is not, right? Here don't have the not. Ataham bikawe sa devake loke samarake sa brahmanake sa brahmana sa samana brahmaniya prajaya dewa manusaya anuttarang sama sambuddha pajanya sim. Okay. Here neva tawaham. Neva tawaham is also not is double negative here. Not and not. Here have the not and here also got not, double negative. Okay. Oh, then the rest already. Nyanancha pana me dasana udapadi akupa me vimutti ayamatima jati. Antima is anta is a last portion. Jati nati idani is now. Puno bawo. There is no more future life. Idamavacha bhagawa. The Buddha said like this, right? Atamana panchavaggiya bhikkhu, the 5 ascetic bhikkhu, bhagavato basitam. They delight in the Buddha's word. Okay, so this means that they rejoice.
I thought Citto Vimutti is liberated mind.
Liberation of the mind. Cetto Vimutti. Unshakable is the liberation of my mind. Then the Buddha said, this is my last birth. So when he said, this is my last birth, what does it mean here at this point?
Parinibbana. That means no more. This is his last. He's an Arahant.
Yeah, from this point, he said that he's Arahant. Okay. And what's the meaning of okay, this one show, of course, he already become Arahant. So we say that the mind is liberated from what?
Mind is liberated from suffering.
From what?
Liberated,
not suffering.
Abandonment of defilements. Liberated.
Yeah, okay, liberated from defilements, all right? So liberated from defilements and he became Arahant. So you can see the logic. First, the logic is, he must say the knowledge, the wisdom arise. Then when the wisdom will destroy the defilements, then his mind liberated. So when the mind is liberated, this means that he become Arahant because of last birth. And when he say last birth, when the Buddha passed away, there's no more renewed existence, no more future life when the Buddha attained the Maha Parinibbana. Right? Okay. Okay, we continue to look at, okay, Etadavacha, right? The Buddha said that they elated the 5 delighted. Okay, when this discourse was being spoken, there arose in the Venerable Konanya the thus free standless vision of Dhamma. Okay, what is this vision of Dhamma? Whatever is subject to origination is all subject to cessation. What is this vision of Dhamma? We call it Dhammacakkapavattanasutta. What is Dhammacakkapavattanasutta? What is Dhammacakkapavattanasutta?
Dhamma vision, the eye of the Dhammacakkapavattanasutta.
Okay, eye of Dhamma. Okay, so what is eye of Dhamma?
This one is talking about dependent origination. Subject to origination is all subject to cessation.
He see reality as it is.
Okay, what is subject to origination, subject to cessation means that he sees the 4 noble truths, right?
Yeah,
okay.
He see reality.
Okay. Then, but what is this eye of Dhamma? You all heard about this, right? Dhammacakkapavattanasutta. Never heard before.
Yeah.
The vision of
Sotapanna.
Vision of what? Yes. Eye of Dhamma refer to stage of Sotapanna.
Sotapanna, first stage.
Stream enterer.
Yeah, stream entry. Stream. So there are 4 levels of enlightenment. So this is the first level. So this means that he become enlightened, all right? Then the rest are all these are continue with all the sound. At that time, was he the only one enlightened?
No.
Yes. He and
Then how about
Buddha.
the 4
First
others?
one.
The
He's
Buddha.
the first
Buddha.
one.
Yeah.
Beside the Buddha. Okay. Who else? No more.
Kondanya is the first one,
Then,
followed by
but do they enlighten on the
Bhaddiya.
same day?
No,
The Devas lah.
Kondanya
The Devas.
first.
Yeah, the Deva enlighten on that day. Devas and Brahma. Yes, because at that time, you can see there are many, the Devas, they know this thing, they also hear the Dhamma, right? But at that time, it's only Kondanya enlightened. Then they continue to practice. That's why on that statement, they go for alms round and come back, 2 go and 3 come back like this, because they still need to get the food, and the remaining one still continue to practice. So one day, one become enlightened, but it's not on the same day. Kondanya become enlightened on this day. Okay. So all these now after that they have this is very standard one, the will and Dhamma. Okay, now you all know what is will and Dhamma already.
Dhammacakka.
Okay, now we already explained what is the meaning of will and Dhamma. There are 2 meanings of will and Dhamma. All right. The first meaning is
exposition of the Four Noble Truths.
okay, and the second is, I think it's not in this. How do I put it? Okay.
Establishment of the Four Noble Truths.
Yeah, okay. So got 2 will and Dhamma. It's not in this article. So okay. I think it's on another paper. So I didn't give to you all because sometimes things are not finished yet. So study. Okay, so all right, the meaning of Dhammacakka. So, right. So Desana, Dhammacakka, one is when the Buddha attained by enlightenment under Bodhi tree, Dhammacakka. The second one is when the Buddha, like now, he expound to the 5 Panchavaggiya, the 5 bhikkhus, right? So you have 2 here. Better copy.
2 wheel or the 2 turning?
It's, yeah, 2 turning, yeah.
Not so much a wheel as a turning.
No, it's not the physical view, because the chakra means, I think the meaning of chakra also, the meaning of chakra also have, last time I think I remember, right? Chakra is kind of
Mahayana
like,
would say there are 3 turnings. We all say 2 turnings only.
where is another turning?
Up on the Vulture Hill.
That one?
This Vaina at Kalkaliu.
About turning about what? When Buddha was doing what?
I think supposed to be the dependent origination of somebody. I think so. I can't remember. Can't remember.
Oh yeah. Anyway, for the standard one, according we call this, all these are commentary, because the commentary give us extra information. Then Dhammacakka is got one when Buddha happened, and another one when the Buddha teaching. So these 2 only. Okay. So that's why the Pali straight away use the word Dhammacakka. The English still we use the word Dhammacakka. The view of Dhamma has been set in motion by the blessed one. Then the earth Deva raised the cry. So and then so on, continue. After hearing the earth Deva, then the 4 great king. Then it go for one plan to another plan. Then the 4th king, then the Tawantisa, Yama, Tushita, Nimanarati, Paranimittawati. Then there are 6 Deva plan. Then the Brahma, then continue, right? Then after that, at that moment, at that instant, at that second, the cry spread as far as Brahma world. To the 10,000 fold, the world shook, quake, trembled. Then the emerger radiance appear in the world. All right. Then the Blessed One uttered this inspired utterance. Kondanya has understood. Kondanya has understood. So that's why he acquired the name Anya Kondanya. Kondanya who has understood. Right? So that's the end, you know. So in the Buddha teaching, actually, if you notice, it's very nice because you have the introduction, you have the middle, and you have the conclusion. All right. So let's look at the introduction. So wait, what is the introduction? Okay. So any of the Buddha's discourse, you all should analyze in three ways. First, their introduction like this. Okay. First, if some of the sutta, they will have background story, where is the place taking place, but the time is not mentioned. Time is not mentioned, it's just talking about the place was at the Varanasi, Isipatane, and then he talking about the introduction with two extremes, right? Sensual pleasures, and then the mortification, two extremes, and then the middle path. Then after that, middle path, right? Then talking about Four Noble Truths. Then repeat the Four Noble Truths, repeat 3 times each. So totally there will be Four Noble Truths times 3 ways or 3 ways, there will be 12 aspects. And then the Four Noble Truths, if you summarize, there will be one statement, one function to be done, one that has been done, right? Then after that, the Buddha said clearly, if he don't understand this in 3 phases and 12 aspects, he will not claim to be awakened. But when he understood them, totally purified his mind about this, then he claimed the enlightenment. Then after that, he say he's Arahant and he already freed from the defilements. Okay. Then he said the enlightenment of the Kondanya. So this part, you can say this part is the ending part. Okay. Then the rest is same. Okay. Any question? How about the 2 vulnerables? They are young compared to you all. You all learn Dhamma many years. Like Brother Ong, how many years? 40 years? You learn Dhamma. Okay, 2 vulnerables, you all got something to say? How about Sadanandi? I think it's good you all try to write essay, you know, especially those 2 trying to prepare for exam. This kind of question is very good question to ask. Sadanandi, yes?
It's good lesson because we can see the Pali text. And,
okay.
Yeah. Can refer to Pali text. This one a good learning.
It's more clearer, right, when refer to Pali text.
Yeah, we can compare.
Yeah, okay. So later I send the text to you, or you can just print out and compare again. Anyway, it's good to get some solid information, and compare with Pali text is better than just try to understand the English, because the English sometimes the meaning might not be what it seems, right? Like this, if you look at this vision of Dhamma, what is this vision of Dhamma? Okay, vision of Dhamma means he become enlightened, first stage. There are 4 stages of enlightenment, so this is the first stage. Okay. All right. Okay. So try to write, you know. I know you all are
Lost already.
sorry.
Lost the connection. No
Oh yeah,
more
yeah,
connection.
yeah. Now I can hear your voice. Okay.
Yeah.
If no question, we will finish today. So I think yes, brother.
Just comment. Normally,
Okay.
this Dhammacakkapavattanasutta will come out in exam as a gift question. No, they just ask you what's the significance of what you understand by the by the Dhammacakkapavattanasutta. Then you can explain any
Yeah,
way
yeah.
you like. Many ways you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
explain.
Yeah, there are many ways of course, to write all
Only
this,
the
you
gift question
don't
I
have
can ask one.
time. Yeah, yeah, definitely this one you will ask, but it definitely will not take you cannot write everything because there are 5 questions for 3 hours. Maximum you only got 30 minutes for one question. So just write the gist point, all right? So you're impossible for you to write everything. Like at least minimum 4 noble truth, 8-fold path, the true extreme, 12 aspect, something like that. That's why I tell, yeah, they one definitely need to prepare now, all right? It's a definite question to be asked. I think they all ask in the past. If they don't ask, they will ask something nearer to that. Okay, so we will finish now, all right? So I think we still left. So because the past year question also included something like Buddhism and other religion. So this kind of question will happen only if we look at this book, the Buddha and teaching only come at the end of this book. But we try to finish all the solid Dhamma first before we go for that kind of contemplative question, like Buddhism and religion, Buddhism and the world, all these are contemplative questions. Okay. Okay, so we finish, no question. Okay, see you next time. Okay, bye-bye. Okay.
Thank you, Saji.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Sadhu,
bye-bye.
sadhu, Saji.
Okay.